When you look at the creation in the Bible, it is evident that everything happened at the right time and in the correct order. Think of how God separated and divided the waters. He made a space between the waters below and the waters above. It was like a curtain. Imagine closing the curtains, taking the curtains from one side of a window and pulling them across so they cover the window. Now think how God could have done that with the sky or the heavens. God knew what He wanted to make and when. Remember, the right time and correct order. God knew what He was doing when He placed the moon and the sun in the sky. He organized for certain things to happen regularly. In the words of encouragement from the Apostle Paul to the Philippians, he says the following: "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about these things that are excellent and worthy of praise." Now, remember that poetry and stories are the conscience of society. It reveals the soul of a nation and community. We need more Christian-based books, stories, and films from Christian writers, and those writers must be bold and adventurous. However, do not compromise. That's the message. It is possible. Know your purpose. Know your assignment. Let us, through our creative writing, raise a banner in the name of God. We must infiltrate the marketplace. We must transform it. But how? Our gifts will make room for us. You don't have to be young or old, or from a certain area or social class to be a writer. How do you practice your writing as a gift? Now let me share this. We all know basically what you need is a pen and a paper to write on. Maybe a quiet place as well. You can write during lunch, at work or school, university, or everyone can even sit on his bed or her bed or even on a bus. You don't have to have a perfect surrounding to do it. You must just have the drive and the passion to write. I remember where I come from, and I had to face a lot of adversities. I was a teenager during the turbulent apartheid years. At the time, it seemed as if there was no end to apartheid. It was the 80s, and the streets were burning. Everywhere we went, there were whites-only boards and notices on beaches, in restaurants, hotels, and the top jobs we know were reserved for whites. Can you imagine how, as a teenager, I must have felt when my class teacher asked me in front of everyone what I wanted to be one day, and how I felt when I said I wanted to be a writer and a poet, and everybody burst out laughing. But I didn't allow that to deter me from my passion and my goal. So not even apartheid and its rules could stop me. So by continuing to write, I was saying, it's my voice, it's my words and my story, and it must be heard. You are a child of God, and the universe is waiting for your word in book form. In 1985, I entered a short story competition run by Sanlam. I didn't win, but my talent was recognized. I was recognized even though I was a colored. They applauded my determination and persistence. My gift opened a door, and it made room for me and my talent. Yes, writing is easy and completely democratic. You just need to want to say something and put it in writing. And through my lessons, I would like all of you to be successful writers. And it's so easy. The bottom line is, all you have to do is to choose a story and tell that story and learn how to tell it in a powerful way. Writing is cheap and accessible as well. Say, for example, if your star is David Beckham and you want him to be your mentor. To be your mentor, all you have to do is to go to a library and you will read about him, and you will read about his tenacity he had, how he developed his gift. So through reading one of your favorite books, one of your favorite authors, one of your heroes, you will be able to travel the world and have mentors to your availability at any time.